It's not just the offensive starters that have a point to prove Sunday afternoon. Head coach Shane Steichen says he's looking for one thing from his free safeties. For the first time since the year after he left Creighton, Oregon head coach Dana Altman will face his old squad tonight. Altman saying post-game Thursday that he sees Oregon as a 1A to Creighton being a 1B, and when it's all said and done, he's going to love them equally the same. With Richardson missing most of last season, he spent a lot of time learning on the sidelines, watching each of the games. And while that experience allowed him to learn, Steichen says it's always a great thing to have your starting quarterback back on the field. Despite the season not going as planned, Allie Kelly has been incredible since joining Syracuse as a grad transfer. So far this season, she's broken not one, but two Syracuse hockey records. Moore's battles with Josh Downs in the slot have made them both better, and he says it reminds him of his younger days with another big-time receiver here in camp. It's not just Stewart and Steichen who are hyping up Latu. Even Anthony Richardson is talking highly about the rookie and says every rep matters. Wild Card weekend wrapped up today with not one, but two matchups. Steelers and Bills were originally scheduled to play yesterday, but the snowstorm caused it to be postponed. Despite what bracketologists are showing, there's still hope for the Orange to go dancing in the big tournament. Syracuse has some work to do, but the NCAA tournament is still in reach when you look at teams currently on the bubble. And I think the biggest thing for me is going back to the financial side of it, because the WNBA hasn't been in this position before where you have such a talented draft class. I think it's one of those things now where you're going to really start to see the WNBA grow. Caitlin Clark's jersey sold out within 3 hours of the first round ending last night. So if that doesn't speak to where the WNBA is headed in terms of revenue coming from fans, TV engagement, I don't know what does. And I think it's one of those things where as Camila Cardoso, Angel Reese, Cameron Brink, and Caitlin Clark as well, as they continue to grow and develop in the WNBA and start making it to the WNBA finals more often, the league is really going to skyrocket. And I'm not going to say that it's ever going to catch the NBA, but it's going to be pretty darn close. Super Bowl winning quarterback Joe Flacco has taken on a new role with the Colts, serving as a mentor for Anthony Richardson. His experience has helped Richardson see the game differently, and Richardson describes their relationship with one word.
Just having a veteran guy in the room, it feels good because he's like that sort of relief, as I could say, because he's been through it all, he's seen it all, he's won a Super Bowl, and he's just like feet kicked up, just chilling. He's like, man, at the end of the day, it's just football, regardless of the install that we have going on, the play scheme we have going on. It's just football. Just go out there and enjoy it. So, I appreciate Joe a lot. While
Flacco hasn't been a member of the Colts for very long, he knows what the team has in Richardson and also the quarterback room as a whole.
He's a good kid, and he's an awesome athlete. So it's been a lot of fun. It's a great room. Everybody in there has been great. So it's been a lot of fun with those guys.
It was less than a year ago Flacco returned to the field, and he's now embracing his role as a mentor for Richardson. He says it's a blessing to still be playing.
I feel like I'm getting reminded every day of how fortunate I am to kind of be out here and playing football and having fun, meeting new people, because everybody's just like, all these young guys on the team are always looking up at you and saying, man, what year is this? How old are you? So you're just constantly reminded. And it's a good thing, because I think you need those reminders every now and then that show you how lucky you are to be able to play this game. I mean, it's just been a lot of fun.
Richardson will continue relying on Flacco for guidance, and the veteran plans on sharing what he knows to help the Colts win this year. Drew Von Sayo, Fox 59 Sports. The matchup everyone was hoping for. Caitlin Clark in Iowa taking on Angel Reese and LSU, a rematch in the Elite Eight of last year's championship. Angel Reese intercepting Caitlin Clark's pass, plenty of space to take that one the distance. Layup puts the Tigers in front. Late second quarter now, it's Clark going behind the back, showing off her hands, tying the game at 41. Now it's Clark again, trying to gain separation, does just that. Deep three forces the LSU timeout as Caitlin Clark just continues to do Caitlin Clark things. Now in her sweet spot from the left wing with a bang. Iowa starting to pull away. Clark one more time has the space to hit a deep two, says, no, I want three. Right in the face of Angel Reese as well to put an emphasis on that one. Late in the fourth quarter, Clark this time going to dish it off to Hannah Stuelke, who gets that layup to go in off the glass. Iowa getting revenge from last year's title game Moving on to the Final Four after winning this one 94-87. The Hawkeyes will take on UConn in the Final Four. The Syracuse Mets hosted the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs in Game 2 of the 6-game series this morning at NBT Bank Stadium. It's Education Day at the ballpark, and the Mets started today's lesson early. Bottom of the third, Rylan Bannon down the line and left puts the Mets on the board early. They lead 3-0. Next half inning, Simone Muzziotti answers back. That will cut the Iron Pigs deficit to 2. Lehigh Valley would score 4 more unanswered runs to take Game 2 of the series 5-3. This evens the series at 1 game apiece. Syracuse hurt itself fighting for a playoff spot. Luis Angel Acuna and Brett Beatty had 2 hits each.